Clutterbuck dropping it off. Vanek shoots. He scores!
This week, Marc Bergevin made his biggest trade as general manager of the Montreal Canadiens, acquiring Thomas Vanek from the New York Islanders for prospect Sebastian Kohlberg and a second-round draft pick. Vanek's a noted sniper who led the Islanders with 53 points in 60 games. That season total would have made him the Canadiens' leading scorer. With analysis of two other big moves from the trade deadline, we now go to Wilder Weir and Stephen Brunt.
After 8 years and 0 Stanley Cups, the Roberto Luongo era in Vancouver is finally over. The Stephen Brunt era, however, is nowhere close to ending, and he joins us now for the last word. Now, Stephen, I thought the Canucks made Luongo their man when they traded Corey Schneider, last summer. Why is the change?
Well, I think the change is, I think he's not John Tortorella's man to start with. That became pretty clear with the game, not the outdoor game, but the game in the football stadium there the other day when Eddie Lack got the start over Luongo, despite the fact it was a huge game in Vancouver with a huge crowd, and you would have thought they would have thrown him that crumb. All was not well, but I think everyone is still shocked that they were able to unload that contract.
Luongo has faced some harsh criticism in Vancouver. Do you think it was all fair?
I think goaltenders always get too much praise and too much criticism. I think that's the truth. It's like quarterbacks in football. The too much of the focus falls on them. He's had a tremendous career. He's been very good, but he's fallen apart in some very big games, and it's been tough for Canucks fans who've never won a Stanley Cup. Got really close, but have never won a Stanley Cup, to forgive him for some of those failings in big games, and kind of overlook, I guess, his consistent play. His consistency over the years. He wasn't on the Olympic team by fluke. There was a reason he was on that roster. He's still regarded as one of the best goaltenders in hockey.
Another big name on the move, though, is Marty St. Louis to the Rangers for Ryan Callahan and a second and first round pick. Who came out ahead in that deal?
Well, Steve Yzerman looks like Steve Yzerman had to make that trade. Martin St. Louis was unhappy about the Olympic situation. They were forced to deal him in a time when they're still a playoff contender, so that's a tough deal. They get back Callahan as a rental. We'll see if they can re-sign him. Hard to know. He's asking for a lot of money and 2 draft picks. I think Yzerman in tough circumstances did pretty well, but you never want to have to make a trade with your back against the wall.
All right, Stephen, thanks for your insight on this. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Wilder.